Hello, my name is Kimberly Nickel. I am pursuing my master's degree in history with an emphasis in education, and I currently teach high school level American history to mostly 9th and 10th graders in Pennsylvania. Today, I want to share with you some strategies that you can use to effectively communicate in an adult learning classroom through the potential challenges and conflicts that might arise. When we're looking at how to foster a nice classroom community in a college setting, one strategy that you can use is to regularly use small groups as a method of instruction. If we have our students work in small groups, it gets them more familiar with their classmates in what may be a class full of strangers at the beginning of the semester. It gives them an opportunity to form that bond with their peers, which can be helpful if they need help understanding a conflict or would like to form a study group, and can simply make the students feel more comfortable in your class, which means they're probably more comfortable asking for help understanding a concept from you, the instructor. Another strategy to increase communication in your classroom is building positive relationships. While you can do this through your content-related activities, Waldeck suggests that you can also use positive body language and facial expressions, calling on students by name, and engaging in small talk with your students before or after class to build these relationships. Building these relationships can help build positive feelings for the class and instructor in general, which increases motivation for your students. Another strategy that we can use to facilitate effective classroom community is by getting to know the learning styles or methods that work best for each individual student. While this may take time at the beginning of the semester, Sochacki suggests that knowing your students and their learning styles will help you be able to utilize their strengths to do better in your course. In the end, it's going to benefit the student because they see that the instructor cares about their overall performance in the class, and it benefits you as the instructor because the students will be more motivated if they are using a style or method of instruction that they enjoy. With communicating in an adult learner classroom, there are certainly challenges that could arise. One challenge, especially if you're in a high commuter university, is that this may be the only time the students actually communicate with each other. They may have no other classes together, so they may not be very motivated to get to know each other. Garrity suggests that a solution to this challenge is to not only start the semester with get to know you activities like icebreakers, but continuing that classroom community through potentially extra credit opportunities. If you provide extra credit opportunities with on-campus events or lectures, the students not only get a chance to experience life on campus, but they also gain a deeper understanding of the content you're trying to teach, and it gives them a chance to interact outside of the classroom with their peers. Another challenge that can arise in a post-secondary classroom is students' lack of passion for the subject you're teaching. In the first year of college or so, the students have to take a lot of general education courses that may not relate to their desired field. With this, they may come into your class as a general education and not really have motivation to get to know each other. Sochacki notes that this challenge can be overcome by the instructor having a strong passion and enthusiasm for what they're teaching. Instead of just giving a lecture of the information, which may be interesting to you, you can plan interactive activities, provide chances to showcase student interests, or even find ways just to make your lectures more entertaining, audio or visually. In this way, you could end up making your course, even if it is just general education, memorable and effective for students. There are some times when you're going to have interpersonal conflict within your classroom. So one strategy for de-escalating that conflict is to remain calm and listen to the student's point of view. If they're coming to you with an issue, they trust you to be able to help them solve it. So it's important that you listen to them and you let them tell their side without interrupting or pushing them. Only after this should you respond calmly to them, and this will also help you build positive relationships in your classroom. Another strategy you can use to de-escalate personal conflict is to speak clearly and ask clarifying questions. If you or the student or whoever's involved in this conflict doesn't know exactly what the misunderstanding is about, there's no way that we can find a solution to the issue. So being able to identify and understand each side's perception of the issue is going to help solve the conflict in a way that doesn't alienate either side. Communication, effective communication, is an essential support for students' success and maintaining positive relationships in your classroom. Starting with easy get-to-know-you activities that introduce the class to the instructor, and continuing with potential activities such as small group activities or extra credit opportunities can continue to foster a sense of community in your classroom. If a conflict arises that could threaten that balance in the community of your class, it's important to address it professionally and swiftly in a way that shows your students that you understand and can empathize with them and their point of view, because you, as well as your students, are all a part of your classroom community. Thank you.